Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these garlic and coriander naan breads. Let's begin. So to start on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place your bread flour along with the salt and give the two a good mix just combined. You can then go ahead and add in the remaining ingredients, starting with the yeast, followed by the milk, then the eggs, the oil and yogurt. Then mix on a low speed to start with for around 2 minutes, followed by a further 4 minutes on a medium high speed. The dough should be clean and should come away from the bowl pretty easily. Don't forget to flour your work surface and then place the dough onto it, giving it a brief knead just to incorporate some of that flour and ensure that the dough is smooth and elastic. You can then go ahead and bring the dough back into a ball shape and place into a lightly oiled bowl and leave to prove for around 10 to 20 minutes. Once your dough has finished proving, you can then knock it back, and this is just to remove any of the gases that have built up in the dough during the proof. You will then want to take the dough and scale it off at 125 grams per naan bread. Once you've processed all of the dough, you can then start to roll out your naan breads. You'll want to try and get that typical naan bread shape, but don't worry if it's not perfect. Not all naan breads are the same, and there are probably better ways of shaping them than this, but this is how I'm doing it, and I remember from college. You can then brush each side of the naan bread over with some plain vegetable or flavourless oil, whichever you have or works best. Then place them onto hot trays which have been in the oven. All that information will be on the blog post, so read that for more information. I don't recommend overloading your trays. If you've got a large tray, get 3 on. If you've got a small tray, 1 or 2. Once you've put them onto the tray, you'll then want to bake, and once they are baked and fresh from the oven, you'll want to place them onto a cooling rack and just brush them over with some melted butter with some garlic and coriander in. But if you can get ghee, then use ghee. This is what I would recommend, but at the time I couldn't, it was just butter, but I do totally recommend ghee if you can get it. Don't forget to brush both sides of the naan bread with the butter mixture, as then you'll have the flavour going through. And keep in mind, you don't have to use garlic and coriander, that's just what I chose for this recipe. You can use whatever herbs and spices you like, so really you can mix it up quite a lot. And I know these aren't authentic naan breads, but these are a recipe that I made at college and they turn out really well and taste similar to the original, so I hope you enjoy and understand that. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again on Thursday with another video, so join me then. And in the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, my blog and all of my social media, so don't forget to go and follow me over on there. But that's all for today. Bye guys.